Hey there, it's Steve from Lean Body Mind, and it's been a while since I've made a video. This is one that I thought about putting on my other channel, Serious Keto, but decided it's probably more applicable here, and it is a review of the acupressure mat from ProSource Fit. So open this up. We've got a mat and a pillow. Ooh, it's in plastic, and I already felt how sharp these are right through the plastic. Oh, yeah, boy, these are pokey. All right, just warnings. All right, this is the size of the mat right here, and every time I touch it, I'm hurting myself. So here's what it says this does. Stimulates feel-good endorphins, promotes blood circulation, reduced pain and muscle tension, stress relief, increased energy, and improved sleep. For best results, lie on the mat with bare skin. You can also wear light clothing. Now, we'll do the bare skin thing. Lie on a flat surface. Beginner, 10 to 20 minutes. Advanced, up to 45 minutes. And you can use this on your neck and back, chest and abdomen, lower back and buttocks, legs, or feet using the pillow. But we're going to start with the back right now. Leave this on the floor here. Actually, I'm going to maybe do a little counter roll here just to kind of make it flat. Oh my gosh, this is so sharp. Ouch. I can only imagine what this is going to feel like on my back. All right. Pretty good. Get our pillow. Okay. Oh boy. This is like getting stabbed like 8,000 times. It's not super duper horrible. I would still put it, if this were like a chronic pain, I would give this a solid 7 out of 10. And check back with me in a few minutes. Okay, we're 5 minutes in. Probably at around 2 or 3 minutes, my back quit hurting, and now it just feels sort of warm. It's not terribly uncomfortable, still a little bit uncomfortable on my neck, but my back, it feels a little bit warm and tingly right now. So we're 10 minutes in now, and at this point, it really kind of just feels like I'm laying on a heating pad or something. It is not uncomfortable at all, not on my neck, not on my back. In fact, my back actually, as strange as this sounds, feels kind of good. This is an odd thing. I'm going to go another 10 minutes, and then we'll take a look at my back, I guess, and I'll tell you how I feel. All right, 20 minutes in, I can say things feel a lot the same as they did at 10 minutes, which is just sort of an overall warm sensation on my back. No pain at all. But let's see what my back looks like. Oh, that hurt a little bit right there. Okay, getting up, I am feeling this a bit. Ouch. How's my back look?
Very prickery.
So I don't think after just one trial that I can give this a fair review. I can tell you I'm feeling pretty relaxed right now, but like I said, I want to give this a real thorough run through. I want to try it multiple times on my back. I want to try it on some of my other body parts. I want to try it at different times of the day, and I'll kind of document it along the way via video and I'll let you know how it turns out. After about 3 weeks, I found that I was really starting to get into the whole acupressure mat. In fact, I found myself really looking forward to it on a daily basis. So I started wondering what would happen if I replaced my knockoff mat with an actual Shakti mat. Well, here's the unboxing. Ooh, wow. Okay. So, just in terms of size, it looks to be slightly bigger. I don't know. I think it feels like it might be a little bit sharper, too. It is definitely more firm. The foam rubber in it is more firm, and it does seem like the cloth is a higher quality. Next, we have the mats. All right, you can see this is fairly flexible, pliable, and compared to this, which is the knockoff, size-wise, it looks like we have 2 more rows of spikes. And it is considerably heavier. Let's see if take a look at the padding itself. Fairly firm, yet pliable. I would call that probably about 2 centimeters thick. And this is definitely a lower quality of foam. Thickness is comparable, but as I squeeze this, it's just, I mean, I'm touching straight through. My thumb and index finger are touching. It's like there's no pad at all as I push. Whereas this has some substance to it. Now, I've been using the knockoff mat for almost a month now, and I'm to the point where when I lie down on it, almost instantly, no pain. It just starts to feel sort of like a stimulation and then like nothing. I go into a pretty relaxed state. So we'll see if the Shakti feels any different. All right, here we go. Okay, already I noticed that just the difference in having 2 more rows of spikes kind of changes where the pillow needs to be for me. So I'm gonna scooch up a bit. Ooh, ah. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this, I think, feels a little bit sharper. It's kind of like going back to some of my first sessions on the knockoff. There is, I'm not going to call it pain, but you're aware that there are a lot of spikes going into your back at this point. All right, we're going to give this a few tries and see if there's any difference. I also downloaded the Shakti Shala app, which I was kind of expecting more out of. I mean, it is a free app. You don't even need to purchase the Shakti to download it. But in terms of meditation apps or educational apps in terms of using the Shakti, I was kind of hoping for more. It's basically just 12 videos, and they're good, but that's about all there is to it. The first 8 are guided meditations, and they're all in about the 20-minute range. I think there might have been one that was longer, maybe 30 minutes. Then there are 4 videos for doing yoga on the Shakti mat, and all of those are in the 45-minute range, which kind of exceeds my patience. I may try those out at some point in the future, but right now I'm not quite ready to venture into the whole yoga aspect. I do find I very much enjoy it while I'm doing a lying meditation, and I use the Headspace app. I can set that to 20 minutes or 21 minutes, and it's just perfect. In terms of the 2 mats, let's do a side-by-side comparison. You can see that the Shakti mat is larger, and that makes a big difference. Those extra 2 rows really allows the mat to stretch pretty much from neck down to the base of your spine. or, right above your pant line. Now, as I showed before, the Shakti mat is definitely more flexible. It's got a far better foam to it. The spikes themselves, I think, are fairly similar. However, you'll notice on the knockoff mat, they don't move. They're glued solid. On the Shakti mat, there's some movement in both the fabric and the discs themselves. And at first, when I was unboxing, I wasn't sure what to make of all of that. But let me tell you, it makes a difference, because as you're lying down, you don't necessarily drop straight down onto the spikes. There's a little bit of a shift that occurs. And as you shift, those spikes, instead of just poking, they kind of claw at you a little bit, which is not a fun experience. So I find that just that little bit of wiggle room that I have on the Shakti makes a world of difference as I'm getting comfortable. I find I get used to the sensation of the acupressure almost immediately, whereas on the knockoff mat, it can take a few minutes before I finally get acclimated to the pain. As I stated earlier, I've used the Shakti primarily for meditation, but I've also used this cushion right here on my lower back when I'm sitting. And it provides just a very light sort of stimulation with the shirt on, and it does sort of do a little bit of posture correcting as well. Sometimes I'll also place it under my desk and set my feet on it. Again, the stimulation is pretty light, especially, well, I wouldn't even wear socks if I'm putting my feet on this. Standing on it, however, like standing on the mat, either of them, that's not super duper comfortable. I would probably need socks for that. So I guess the two big questions right now are, first, is an acupressure mat right for you? And is the upgrade cost to the Shakti worth it? In terms of the mat itself, that is going to be a very individual decision. I think getting past that initial pain or discomfort may be a hurdle for some people. It's a very interesting experience because you go from a situation, especially when you first start, where it almost feels unbearable, to eventually getting to a point where I am right now, which is I genuinely look forward to it on any given day. And if you meditate, it's sort of a similar experience. If people ask you, well, what does meditation do for you? It's hard to answer, but you know that if you don't do it, you miss it. And that's how I feel about the Shakti mat right now. So I think if you already do make time for meditation or yoga, one of these acupressure mats could be a worthwhile investment for you. The other potential customer for an acupressure mat is someone who's dealing with chronic pain. I do not have chronic pain, so I can't speak to that. However, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was about 10 days ago, I did something to tweak my lower back. I think I wasn't focused enough when I was doing some squats, and my lower back just really started to hurt. It was the same sort of feeling I get when I throw out my back shoveling or something like that. And I thought, why don't I just lay on the floor with this right in that sore spot? Is this going to help? Interestingly, it felt really good when I was lying on the floor. I could really feel the blood circulating to that area. I could feel my heartbeat. That's another thing about this mat. You will feel your heartbeat throughout any place that this mat is touching, and perhaps even your full body. It's kind of a wild sensation. But it really felt as if it was soothing my lower back until I got up. And then it felt like it hurt worse. So I'm not sure what to say about the Shakti or any acupressure mat in terms of chronic pain or pain relief. Now let's talk about price, because the knockoff mat is about $30. I'll link to it down in the description below. The Shakti mat itself is $94. The pillow, an extra $44, though you do get an immediate 15% off coupon code the moment you go out to their website. So in total, the mat plus the pillow plus shipping was $125. And to me, that feels like a bit of an investment if you don't know what you're getting into. If you're certain it's going to be something that you are going to benefit from, because you either meditate or do yoga, I think it's fairly easy to recommend. I think if you just want to dip your toe in and see how it feels, maybe try out a $30 or some cheaper model. Just see if you can get through that period, that initial pain or discomfort period, and find that you start enjoying it. If you do, then maybe purchase a Shakti. I have found that putting these two together, like laying one sideways across my back and the other stretching down into my lower back and buttocks, it's kind of the best of both worlds. I'm getting a lot of coverage for acupressure. Ultimately, though, this is the sort of product that is not a one-size-fits-all, everybody's going to love it or everybody's going to hate it. I think you are either going to love it or hate it. And I hope what I've done in this video is given you enough information for you to make that decision. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click that like button. And if you're not a subscriber already, tap that subscribe button, then hit the bell to turn on all notifications so you don't miss any future review videos, just like this one. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.